15 minutes past the hour on this 24th day of March. I have an update on a story we did last week.
Yes.
Or was it this weekend? I don't remember.
I don't know. They all kind of run together.
I couldn't tell you what I started the program with today.
Yeah.
But the update, though, is very important.
Is it?
Yes, it is. It's a story that we've been following. I've been following about Fezco.
Oh, yes.
Fezco was the dog that was abandoned at a North Carolina animal shelter after his owners thought he was gay.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll pray for his owners. Bless their hearts.
Bless their hearts. Fezco, believed to be about 4 years old, left at the Stanley County Animal Protection Services. He gets along well with people and other dogs, according to the shelter's Facebook page. He's just happy to be anywhere.
He's a dog.
Kind of a mutt. His previous owners had found him dominating another male dog in a sexual manner. Humping his leg is what he was doing, you see.
Yeah.
And it led them to think that Fezco was gay.
I wonder what would happen if one of their kids grew up to be gay. They go trade him in at the hospital?
Let's hope that does happen.
Why
not?
They show up at the hospital and go, hey, we're going to leave this kid here. He's gay.
I want my money back. It's not what I bought.
Yeah.
Fezco apparently kept his bed really, really clean.
Yes. So what are they doing now?
Okay, one of the reasons why dogs may engage in such behavior is that they could have a high level of testosterone that is driving the dog to breed. That's according to a veterinarian by the name of Tal Rosiski, who told the USA Today over this. Now, the doctor said it could just be he's trying to assert dominance over the other dog because that's what you do. You hump them.
Right.
If I want to assert my dominance on somebody, I hump them.
Yeah.
And make eye contact while you do it.
Eye contact the whole time.
They look at you. Look at me.
And it needs to be their leg.
Oh, God, yeah. Maybe their hip.
Yeah. No, the hip would be better.
That's a power move.
That's a power move. That's definitely a power move.
If you're in the break room and the general manager is in there and you're trying to assert dominance, that's how you do it.
There you go.
Just go like what Fezco does.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, the behavior also could be attributed to dogs always wanting a pecking order in a multi-dog environment. Because they do. They choose a leader that way. And them knowing where their pecking order is because of who responds to the humping or not.
Right.
Steve Nichols and his partner John are a gay couple in Charlotte. They've been together for more than 30 years. They went to the animal shelter and they adopted Fezco and renamed him Oscar, after popular gay writer Oscar Wilde, according to the couple. So Fezco has a new home.
All right.
That's the update. Steve said that it's just a silly reason to turn in a dog.
Of course it is.
We just thought it would make sense for the gay dog to be adopted by a loving gay family.
Bravo!
Even though the dog is not gay. It's
right,
just that he's a cute little mutt, and, he just was...
I love the fact that they adopted him.
Solely misunderstood.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's a conversation piece now.
So, again, when your dog starts humping a pillow, do you think...
You better get Mike Lindell on the phone because...
That's right. Well, I think they like humping my pillows better.
Your pillow sucks to sleep on, but my Chihuahua really loves it.
My pillow. Complete with penis hole.
It's like a sex doll for
your dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, this is interesting from the world of TikTok.
Oh, what now?
Some of it's interesting.
I know.
Some of it is not. Most of it's
garbage. Bullshit. Yeah. Yes.
However, this comes just from the Daily Dot, and this is interesting specifically in regards to women on TikTok, because women tend to get harassed a lot online. They just do. Especially if they're kind of hot.
Yeah, I can see that.
Now, there are plenty of tactics that a person can try to use against street harassment, like catcalling and whatnot.
Right.
And as one TikToker demonstrated, there's something that's making men as uncomfortable as possible, and she has figured it out.
Oh, what's that?
Yes, her handle, her name is Caffeinated Kitty, Kitti. She's been making an effort to record more of her interactions to show how often she gets sexually harassed out in the street. And in a recent video, she enacted one trick to get a catcaller to leave her alone. This is genius. It really
okay.
She says, it goes to show that if you can creep them out, they will leave you alone.
You alone, right.
My philosophy on it is, she says, if they're going to give me the displeasure of having to interact with them, I'm going to make sure they regret ever thinking of talking to me.
To me, right.
Well, the video pivots to an interaction with a man asking Caffeinated Kitty if he could give her his phone number. She insists that he doesn't actually want to do that because everyone whose number is in her phone will be contacted by organ harvesters. A response that has left the catcaller confused.
But I don't even have an organ.
It's not the first time that she's used this move. She previously told a man hitting on her that she likes to dig up and eat dead things.
Oh, I love this woman.
But the results are still effective and satisfying to watch. And Caffeinated Kitty asks viewers to send her even more zingers to throw out to future harassers because, quote, I have ovaries of steel and will 100% say them with a straight face, end quote.
That's all right.
Move, yeah.
Good for her. That's like humping somebody with making eye contact.
That's the whole point.
That's it.
That's exactly it. Now, more than one person commented that you are my hero. Caffeinated Kitty said in a follow-up video that she appreciated those comments. She wasn't actually a hero. She was a villain and wanted to be referred to as such.
I love it.
But along with the praise she's received came inevitable comments from people who called her disrespectful and rude. It told her that the man's behavior in the first video wasn't actually all that creepy, or said she simply could have politely told the man no.
Well, I agree. I just asking for a phone number.
It depends. You have to see the context by which that conversation occurred.
Oh, wow.
You know, if you go to this, if you go up to this woman and say, "Hey, listen, I've seen you come by here. You're very attractive. Can we get together for a coffee or something like that?" That's one thing. You're not going to get that kind of. But if you're like, "Oh, hey, baby, how you doing? You want to come over and hump my leg?" That kind of thing. You're going to wind up with, what this woman could lay out there because, it's usually just some sort of a public sexual advance. And after providing more context to the situation, she did point out that she did not owe men anything and the dangers of what can happen when a person rejects sexual advances.
Well,
now she says that's also failing to mention how I simply do not owe men any pleasantries in the first place. And also saying no gets women and female present people killed every day, and that's trying to be nice. So yeah, no, be a villain. I get that.
I get that too.
There's a certain bit of paranoia that comes with this world for a lot of women. I get it.
Oh yeah,
I get it.
Well, and go ahead. I'll say mine.
Well, really, to wrap all this up, she also had plenty of other suggestions that people could use to discourage men from hitting on them or harassing them, which included everything from staring back at them to mentioning hemorrhoids and asking them to tell you a joke and then not laughing. As she told one commenter, most people end up confused.
Yeah, I would imagine. Well, see, when you're smarter than your assailant, then you can kind of
exactly
screw them over.
Judging by the screen grabs here, she's not unattractive. I mean,
no, she's not that. I mean, yeah. I mean, she's cute.
Yeah, she's cute, and she just doesn't want to put up with it. So I think it's kind of clever. She just aims a phone at it and says, "This is how I handle this."
Yeah.
I will give your number to an organ harvester.
Yeah,
and they're gonna go, "Hey, what?"
Yeah, but saying, "Hey, could I give you my number?"
That's why some people said, "Just say no."
Yeah,
but sometimes men will not take no for an answer. I get that. I know guys that have done that or have not done that. They just kept,
when I've asked somebody for their number, and they've said, "Oh, I'm seeing somebody." I go, "Oh, okay,
Okay, great, thanks. Have a nice day.
And in fact,
Or, hey, baby, hey, can I bang your butt? That kind of thing, and that's gonna get you.
that usually doesn't work for me.
Well, it doesn't work on.
Yeah.
I think on anybody. It's like the whole idea that sending a woman a picture of your dick is going to get you laid.
I've never understood that. I seriously have never understood.
If you talk to any woman about the concept of dick pic, they will all tell you that it's the most disgusting thing they've ever seen. That's not
Well, I got to say, I got an unsolicited hoochie pic, and it was a bit shocking.
I'm sure it was. You were prepared for that sort of thing.
And, it wasn't, I don't still have it.
You do still have it?
I don't. I don't. No, it really wasn't pleasant.
Yeah.
It wasn't. It was like weird. It was weird.
Yeah. I mean, there's people do very bizarre things on the internet. Well, that's why we're here.
Right.
We're pretty predictable.
Well, yeah, for the most part. Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, when you talk to women about that, because I've talked to plenty of women about it. It's like, so what's that like? I mean, how does it make you feel? And they don't really feel violated. They feel like, ooh, what is this? Get rid of it, delete, salt the earth where this person stood.
Exactly.
It's like I don't want any part of that.
Yeah.
And for some reason, there's a bunch of guys out there who have it in their head that, here, take a look at this. This is what you're getting. And they go,
I know some people that have done that.
Yeah.
That have sent pictures.
To a stranger, to a person they just met. If it's like a friend or your wife, that's one thing.
Friends. These are acquaintances I know that have done this.
No, I meant did the unsolicited penis? Did it belong to somebody they had just met?
To one of their coworkers, and one went to, I think, a customer by mistake.
Oh well, if it was by mistake,
that's what they said. They claimed it was. They claimed it was a mistake with both people.
It's like you meet somebody in a circumstance somewhere, and you seem like there's like maybe a little bit of chemistry there, and then immediately you're fast forwarding into sexting, and that's when people go, oh,
but now
block.
Even in relationships, we never got into sexting. I've never been with anybody that was into that.
If I sent a picture of my crank to my wife, she would probably call me and ask me if I was okay.
Oh, yeah, right.
Is there something wrong with you?
Yeah, why did you do this?
Yeah. I live with it. It's bad enough that I have to engage with it in person. Why did you send me this and now I have to look at this?
I love when I was teaching school, and one of my teacher friends was complaining that this guy that she just met sent her a picture of his junk.
Oops.
And so I took a picture of my kitchen counter in the corner where there was a pretty good stack of clean, dry dishes in the strainer basket.
Right.
And a bunch of other junk in the corner. Took a picture of that. And I said, hey, I felt kind of left out, so I wanted to show you my junk too. Or send you a picture of my junk. And I sent her that picture, and she started spreading that around with the other teachers. Look what he sent me.
He sent me his junk.
And it was pictures of a pile of junk. They all started laughing.
Oh, yeah.
And then, of course, you've seen my dick pic.
Yeah, the one with
the guitar pic that says dick on it. That's my favorite move for my dick pic.
There you go. Or Dick Cheney. Or Dick Van Dyke.
But the dick pic
Dick Sargent.
It's just a Dick Sargent, right?
Dick York.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Same show.
There's a bunch of dicks.
Bunch of dicks on that show.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, at least two.
Well, yeah. And wasn't Dick Sargent a dick at the end of his life? He was like really surly, I think.
Both of them.
Were they both kind of surly at the end?
And they were both. This is at a time when Hollywood was a completely different world.
Oh yeah, I know.
They were both closeted homosexuals.
Right.
And
Sargent and York. Yeah.
And when when a tabloid had outed one of them, I don't remember which one. It was right before he had passed away.
Yeah.
That's what prompted him to really lose his marbles. Well, not insane. He just he just got angry.
Yeah.
As anyone would, I suppose. If you're
I don't understand why anybody's sexual orientation is anybody else's business. First of all,
it sells tabloids.
Yeah, but
remember
why
what
do you
happened with
care?
Liberace?
And
you don't remember that, where he kept that secret for everybody knew it.
Wait, kept what secret?
That he was gay.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, he did.
We could see him.
He sued the National Enquirer and won over this.
Really?
Yes. He was married to a woman. It was a beard situation. It didn't last long. But yeah, there was a whole thing about that. And yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, of course it was obvious.
Well,
it wasn't.
I don't understand.
That individual never said he was gay or not gay. That's the whole point.
Right.
Liberace, that is.
Right. I don't understand why anybody's sexual orientation is of interest to anyone else, unless you're interested in that person. That's the only time anybody's sexual orientation should ever come into play with you.
Or you're doing something that is illegal with it.
Or right.
Rape.
Yeah, right.
Or other things, whatever it is.
But I don't understand what the fascination with other people's sex lives.
It's the celebrity. That's the whole point. That's why the paparazzi exists, because they sell these photographs to these magazines that.
But it's not even celebrity. It's just just the gay community in general.
Well,
people bitch about them, and it's like, why do you care? Why do you care what their sexual orientation is?
Mm-hmm.
What?
Because
I was thinking about this just the other day.
Yeah.
Thinking about manufactured outrage. And I had watched something about gay marriage. And I thought, that is like the quintessential example of manufactured outrage.
Sure.
Because me getting married to a man or a woman has zero effect
on anybody else.
The Smiths, the straight couple down the street.
Sure.
So
because, and it hasn't been really that long, our society shunned it. Dude,
I know,
there was a current member of Congress. I can't think of his name. God damn it. He's a Republican too, and I cannot think of his name. And he said that the Supreme Court should never have legalized interracial marriage.
Oh, I saw that.
Did you see that?
I saw that.
And that's in the midst of all of this discussion.
I know. That little fucker needs to be.
I know.
No.
I know. That's
yeah. They asked about
when you engage in these conversations about either interracial marriage or gay marriage or something that is quote unquote outside the norm of what makes America great or whatever the bullshit that goes with it,
yeah,
and not being acceptant, okay, about not understanding that's how people are going to live, even though it has no bearing on you. We're still dealing with that change. So when you hear of stories of people that all of a sudden are outed.
Yeah.
And most people tend to go, I knew that.
Oh, especially today.
Nowadays. But there are people that, for whatever reason, they want to keep that their own private business. That's fine. That's the whole point of that. And when they get outed, then all of a sudden it's like, why? Why do you care? You think you're hurting that individual?
Well,
in a professional capacity, are you hurting their future?
Could be hurting them by outing them, but
it depends on where you work.
Right.
If you're gay, be gay.
And the thing
shouldn't matter.
We don't ask about. Nobody talks about straight people's relationships. It's Well, they
Hold
do.
up.
Now, hold on. But
You've
but
ever
I mean,
listened to this show?
Well, yes.
There was a
yes.
man with a live chicken up his ass, for God's sake.
Well, allegedly. It might have been dead.
It's a teaching moment, is what this is.
It's a teachable moment. I don't know. I get frustrated with
I know. I get it.
with society and
Because it's not what it's really supposed to be about.
yeah. I mean, live and let live, man.
You know.
It
And
if you- I mean, if you-
want to
right.
be straight. It makes no difference to me. I don't care.
and I don't understand why other people do.
Because their own lives are filled with boredom.
That's the only thing I can figure out.
They've got to have
They
the
do
drama.
it right.
They got to have the drama.
They have to have that drama. in it.
Humans are notoriously attracted to drama. That hence the relative success of
Reality bullshit.
reality television. Hell, soap operas had a great run there for a while because it was this drama that people could imagine themselves being a part of. Or
Dark Shadows. That was mine.
well, that was
That was something else.
dude.
I loved that show.